Happy New Year to everybody. It's good to be back here again. I believe the last time I had a video was July of 2021, but now I'm back. It's January, it's 2022. How are you all doing? I hope everybody had a great holiday, as I did. But even if you didn't, welcome to the channel. Especially if you're new here, consider subscribing. Usually, this is the time of the year where people write their New Year's resolutions. If you haven't, good, you're about to stop. Even if you did, it's not too late. But before you even think of writing a New Year's resolution, you should write a year in review. So what is a year in review? Now, a year in review is a kind of exercise, mental exercise, or you can even call it writing exercise. So for example, 2021, you're gonna list all the notable events, activities, or commitments that you have done. Inspired by Team Ferriss, the author of the 4-Hour Workweek. Really helpful person, you know, especially since I was 18, 19, 20. So for those years of my life, he helped me open up my mind to a bunch of possibilities, to explore what the world has to offer. And I'm gonna tell you why you should write a year in review. So the number one reason why you should write a year in review is to look back and learn from the past. So I don't know if you've noticed or know this. We as humans, we tend to fabricate memories. We don't really remember things exactly as they are. If we don't really remember something, we try to kind of connect the dots that will allow us to remember something, but it's actually different. So with this exercise, you're going to write what happened with each month. You're gonna, all the notable things, you're gonna write it down, and you're gonna see a lot of activities that you don't even remember. And because also as humans, we tend to remember negative stuff, and this is a good way to remember all the positive stuff as well. Before I wrote this, 2021 was like a negative year. That's how I looked at it. But once I started writing this down, I remember all the good things, all the happy memories that happened in 2021. It's not that bad, but there was some great stuff that happened when we got our first house in July 2021. I bought my first motorcycle, October 2021. Going back home, that was some great memories. Sometimes we get caught up in life that we don't remember the great stuff, the happy memories. So that's number one. So the second reason for writing a year in review is to better game plan for the next year. The first one, you look back, you learned from your mistakes, and with learning, you can better game plan the next year. So you can avoid some stuff that you don't really need to do, or you can eliminate activities, persons, commitments that don't contribute to your happiness. It's like a company, you're looking back at your year, you got to think of yourself as the company. You are the company, and you're trying to make it as profitable as possible while balancing that with happiness. So it's got to be both. By writing the year in review, you're allowing yourself to think ahead and set up yourself for success, versus if you don't write a year in review, you're just winging it as it goes. It's not going to be as effective because you didn't look back, you didn't reflect. So that's reason number two. So the third reason is to improve emotional experiences, or to experience emotional fulfillment. Now, this is one of the most eye-opening reasons why you should write a year in review, because you can already see what makes you feel a certain way, what makes you happy, what makes you experience negative emotions, positive, negative. With that, you can eliminate this negative energy and you can do more of this positive energy. So you can eliminate this negative activities, negative people, negative commitments, and you can do more of the positive. That's a huge reason why you should write a year in review, because if you don't write this, you don't know. And when you don't know, you can't take action because you're just floating around. You're not intending to do stuff. So writing a year in review makes your mind clearer, and it's gonna make you happier. So you've looked back, you've learned, you now have a better game plan, you're now happier. So the final step, or the final reason, is to improve productivity. As you do the exercise, or maybe after, you can increase your productivity because you can do more of what makes you happy and less of what makes you sad. I'm only using sad because I can't think of another emotion. So maybe angry, depressed, some other negative emotions. So do more of the positive, do less of the negative. That you can improve your productivity by a lot. And with reflecting, you can avoid those little mistakes that you've done. So the final reason ties it in altogether. Those are the reasons why you should write a year in review. And now I'm not just gonna leave you hanging. I'm gonna tell you how to write a year in review. Get your pen, get your paper. If you wanna do this right now, let's do it. Get your journal, get your pen. So the first thing you're going to do, step 1, is to take notes of the notable activities, events, commitments that you had for every month of the past year. Step 2, you're gonna sort them out. Positive column, negative column. By doing that, you can already see a pattern of what's going on in your life. Step 3 is to schedule the activities that you like, the activities that make you happy, and do more of them. Schedule them, pay for them in advance, and just set them up. Here's the tough part. On the other side, just negative people, negative things that maybe you've been forced to do, the things that you don't like to do, but you have to, you think you have to, but for this year, do your best to do little of this, as little as possible. Just eliminate all these people, activities that don't make you happy. So what you're going to find out when you do this is you have now a clearer mental picture of what you're going to do for the next year. And now that you've done that, you can now write your New Year's resolutions for 2022. If you want to know more tips how you can make effective New Year's resolutions, comment down below. I'm gonna make a video about that if you guys request it. So that's it for today's video. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And also let me know if you favor or if you like these kinds of videos. So I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.